Just a plain day, kind of chilly, but it's really lovely. There's the pooper scoopers. The dowel rods on this are wearing out, and they're slipping and they need repaired. I'll show you in a minute what I'm going to do. Over here is a spot where I usually put vegetables. I got these for $1.50 or something. These white bins. They're real thin plastic, but they'll do the trick. What I'm going to do, my intentions are tomatoes, zucchini, and I don't know what else. Probably 3 things, because my brain can't handle more than that. I'm going to cut the bottoms out, maybe make a few holes on the side. But the plants will be contained in here, as that way I don't have to buy really nice expensive dirt to fill this whole doggone thing in. And if they're in a container, if it rains or when they're watered, the good soil doesn't wash away. Replacement dowel rods, and I painted them purple. Why? Why not? And I have some 2x2s cut in the right length. I didn't have the varnish that I wanted. This is dark. I don't have any light stuff anymore, and I'm not going out to buy some just for this. That's a project I'll show you in the house in a minute. But that is going to replace the pooper scooper handles, and I have planned, I'm going to do that tomorrow probably. The garden stuff will probably be, oh golly, March or something, when things start being more stable temperature. I made a solar oven. I don't know if it works because it hasn't been outside in the sun. I just put it out. We'll see if it warms up. If not, it's going in the trash. I can cut it all up. The workbench is a disaster zone. A total disaster zone. I've got little containers and some more Parmesan shaker cheese containers, the plastic ones that if they fall they won't break and shatter. I've got litter containers. I've got bird seed in some, and some I use, put water in and water the plants out there. So I gotta get all my shit together. Hey, that's what time it is. I'm gonna show you one more thing out here. That is one that I just started, the bean sprouts, and this one is halfway there. The tails, I don't even know if you can see it. The tails of the sprouts are about 1 inch long, so I can eat them now because they'll be tender and they're yummy, full of vitamins too. That's my dwelling. And then this is parts of the old shed. I don't think they liked my idea of putting pieces like that one there where the dogs will dig. No one's gonna see it. They're gonna be halfway buried. But Brian goes, I don't know what to do with all this shed stuff here. I mean, you can take and drive it to the dump, but then you have to pay. And I said, why don't you just tie it together, put it at the end of the driveway, put a big free sign on it. People will take it. Oh, no, they won't. Oh, yes, they will. People like me, if you have a house and you're looking for something to do, you can make a playhouse for your kids or a dog house out of this. You could cut it up and form it. Or you could shred it up if you have that capability or whatever. I'm pretty sure somebody would take it. And then Brian used to get his aggression out with this punching bag thing, I guess. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You really need a big body bag hanging from a rafter and someone or something behind it so that you can really lay into it if you get mad. Okay, let's go inside. Disaster zone. Disaster zone. Inside there's a box with the toaster oven in it that I bought to be able to bake something. It's too small. If you're just going to make little frozen tarts or something, it's okay. So that I'm going to donate to the senior center And I have an air fryer that I'm going to donate to the senior center. Ready for tonight's coffee? And I've bought some cilantro so that I can make cilantro lime rice, which is absolutely delicious. I got the recipe from Rachel Cooks with Love, that channel on YouTube. I'm going to move in at her house. Man, does she have great food and great stuff. Got dishes to do. I'll do that last thing of the evening. Oh, I've got cans to crush. The reason I'll do that last thing in the evening is that way when I wake up in the morning ready to do the other projects, though all I have to do is put the dishes away and things will be clear and clean and I'll feel good. And this table here, that works okay. I think I'm going to switcheroo the Kleenex box to the lower shelf and the paperwork or whatever to the upper shelf, because when I reach over, if I reach over to the top shelf for the Kleenex, my shoulders kills me. And you hear it go, which is not good. Oh, here we go. Oh boy, it looks good. And these guys are starting out. There's my calathea and a zebra plant and nothing over there and, well, not nothing. Lemongrass. There is one little tiny thing. This is a bunch of wildflower seeds I just happened to drop in there. Yes, they need watered. I don't know. But this table here that I made shorter, I mean not so tall, which buggered up the balance of it. And it's just a pain in the butt. What I'm going to do with those 4 2x2s that I painted dark brown is I'm going to fix a new base. I'm going to make a new base for this table. And maybe another little shelf or place to put the remotes instead of them falling somewhere or being somewhere else. I don't know. It's a nice trash can. It really is. And I put it like right here. But if something falls off the table, it falls in the trash can. So what did I do? I bought this one. And I put this little piece of vinyl up here so it's not just dark color. So if something falls off the table, it's going to fall on here instead of in there. Yay, hooray. What's for supper? Some vegetable beef soup that I made. And a piece of the last bits of the bread that I made that I fried. I took the bread when it was almost all done and I sliced it up, buttered it, and kind of fried each side on a fry pan. So it's going to taste really good. The butter fries and it just adds an extra flavor to the bread. That's my supper tonight. And dessert will probably be some of those Belgian cream puffs I bought at Aldi's. If you buy them from the regular grocery store, they're $8. But you get twice as much at Aldi's for like $6 or maybe $5.50. No, it's $5.50. So if you're looking for a little snickety snoo, snack. Yeah, snick, snack, paddywhack. That Aldi's was the place to go. I have some broccoli. Gonna make some broccoli salad before I turn into what? Gonna try to plan a couple meals. I can make tuna burgers. And some more cream soup. It's supposed to get up to like 70 or 71 for Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Really weird. But the rest of the days and the evenings are going to be quite cool. So soup is in order. And I don't mind it. Tomorrow is Monday, the 20th of January. Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Where we honor the man that stood for civil rights for unheard people and downed people, especially blacks, but others as well. We honor him on that day. Unfortunately, it really coincides bizarrely and weirdly and sickly sickeningly, tomorrow's inoculation day. Inauguration day, when Felon 47, as I call him, big bag of fat and a few bones, especially his head, bonehead, is going to be sworn in to be president, apparently. I don't know, who knows? They're doing it inside. They say it's because it's going to be so cold outside. I don't think that's the reason. I think they're having better security so he won't get shot at again. But if they really look hard, the person that shot at him was a Republican. And if you really, really think about it really hard and check the guy's background and his bank account, he was paid a big sum of money before he went to do that, and he ended up getting killed, so his parents got the money. I mean, what a mixed up everything. Anyway, that's going to be tomorrow, and apparently there's a lot of people from all over the place, like Texas and Oklahoma and everything, that went to Washington, D.C., spent money on tickets to get there, spent money on tickets to attend in the open area in front of the White House, and are spending money for hotels. And all of a sudden they're said, no, not gonna do it outside, no reimbursement, no nothing. How do those guys think? Better think about it, people. Think hard. Usually, I mean, a decent venue, if there's something amiss and they're not going to have it outside, and something tells me they plan to have it inside all the time, a decent venue will reimburse you at least somewhat. You know, probably already been spent anyway. It's like a poor man. A real poor man wins the lottery. The majority of the real poor men that win the lottery will blow it because they don't know how to deal with money. They just blow it. Or it's really hard. You can't. It's hard to do something, more difficult to do something that you are that you're not used to. Like if you're poor and you're raised poor and you finally have a decent job, a decent coin coming in, it's really difficult to sustain yourself in your new way of life, one that will support you and your family, because it's foreign to you. Oh, there's so many things. Yesterday I went garage sailing. Well, actually I was hoping I didn't have to redo this table, looking for a table. I stopped at a garage sale, and lady was from South Africa. That's where Elon Musk is from. I said, I denote an accent. Are you German, Dutch? And she says, South Africa. And I said, oh, okay, Afrikaner Dutch. Well, I don't speak that anymore. She was in a finance business and had traveled here and there through her life. In the last 15 years, she's been up here in Ukaipa, which is just the next town up from here. She had all kinds of interesting stuff. We talked for a while. It was interesting. And that's probably what sprung my dreams of Elon Musk. No, not those kind of dreams. It's just that there was competition. Everything, like life was a competition, and Elon Musk was behind it. Your brain works overtime, and I went to bed. I don't know. I think I went to bed about 1:30, 2 in the morning, maybe. I don't know if it was later than that. Got up at 5:30, fed the cat, went to the bathroom, went right back to bed, and I got up at noon. Or almost noon. How weird is that? So I drank a Celsius energy drink, and I've been going, like the Energizer Bunny. That's a battery brand. So, 4:45, I'm going to try to get this put up so that you can see it. No, I am not going to audition for that role. I am not driving out in the middle of nowhere. If I had someone to go with me, every time that I would go, I might have thought about it, I might have considered it, but not by myself, not at night, not through some of those neighborhoods you have to pass through. No. Just gonna have to, if something happens that's gonna be good, it'll be good. If not, it won't. Been thinking about the make a deal thing. Someone asked me about it yesterday. Talked to an long time friend, Brian's best friend's mom. And she says, well, how about that make a deal thing? Have you heard back from the people? And I said, well, the guy told me that I'm sure to be in the audience. Whether I'll be chosen or not is another thing. And I told her, the guy asked me what I wanted to win. And he kept trying to get me to say these big, fantastic prizes like a car or something. I said, I just told him I wanted an electric bicycle or, a few tools or, just something, like a small thing. Like what's behind the small box, that kind of thing. I will be tickled, and jump up and down for a bicycle. I know that seems weird to some people, and they'd say, you want to trade that away for what's in this box? No. No. But, if they want someone to jump up and down and be silly, I can do that. But I don't want a car. I have a car. I love my car. I love, love, love it. It's the only new car I've ever owned, and I love it. I've been looking in my mind at those cars for years, thinking that they were so cool. The only car that's cooler is an Xbox, or it's huge and square-like, but it sits just a few inches off the ground. I don't like that part. I like stepping down out of a car, not crawling up. So the Kia Soul, it sits up high enough. It's small. The turning radius is great. I love it. The features on it, I love, and I probably don't even know all the features that are on it. It's due for an oil change, and you're thinking, you've had it almost 2 years. Shouldn't you have had it changed before now? Probably about, I don't know, a few months ago I should have, but I have to save up for it because I can't afford it, and I'm not going to crawl under it to do it myself. I don't have the equipment anymore, and I'm old, and I haven't trained Spencer how to do it yet, so it would be a good thing to train a young boy to do, or a girl. This is what you do when you have a car. You got to check this level and check that level, keep the windows clean, blah, blah, blah. Simple living things, day-by-day living thing. I have a sneeze right here. He's waiting to come out. I don't want him to come out, so I'm pressing on it. So if you ever see me out in public and I'm pressing on my nose like this, that means I have a sneeze up there that wants to come out, and I don't want it to. It does work. For me, anyway. Sometimes the sneeze will sneak up on me and come out later, but right now I'm okay. It's cold. My nose is cold. This room has no vent to it, so I have a little pretend fireplace, and then in the portico over here, that's what I call it, the portico, because it has the entrance door to their house, the entrance to the bathroom, my bedroom, and this room. So it's a portico, right? Port means door. Porta. I am trying to, maybe I'll do that when I eat supper and maybe watch a few things on TV. Think about more of organizing, getting rid of things. What do I really need? Because I get this, I think it's being brought up in a consumerist type of atmosphere, society, buy this, buy that, you'll be happy. I do like going to the store and going by, and if something looks soft, feeling it, playing with things in the kids section, pushing all the buttons on the toys, and that's my, is that called a guilty pleasure? I don't know. They have these giant stuffed toys. I don't know how much they are. A lot. almost as big as me, and they were all cattywampus. So what I did was I took them and I arranged them so it looked like they were having tea together or talking together. They'll sell if you can see them. They'll, if you have them so their feet are hanging up and their heads are down, people aren't going to see how cute they are. Marketing. Oh, lordy lord. I better get on with it. Yeah. I hope to film the putting together of the pooper scooper handle, the new handles, and fixing this side table. And sometime this week, what is it? Real soon, actually. Maybe by Thursday, I'm supposed to get little tiny button batteries so I can fix the little tiny pig that oinks. Motion sensor pig. I think I bought it and it ended up over there, but I'll fix it and take it back over there. Sebastian seems to love it. It is annoying because you hear it oinking all the time because he moves it around all the time, but you can turn it. It has an on and off switch. But he loves it, so I don't know. I've been half teary thinking about people in my life, people in my past, and this lady from South Africa, Charmaine. I was talking with her, and she said, I'm getting rid of all this stuff because her husband had passed a couple years ago, and she says, I don't want to remember any of this old stuff. I want to just go from here forward. And she's right. You can remember some things. You can remember some bad things, but keep the good things dear, and keep your life ready to go upward and onward.